Okay, here we go. Top 3 myths about your personal safety that could cause you more harm than help. Myth number 1, wasp spray. I cannot tell you in the 5 years that I've been with Damsel in Defense how many people have come to me and said, oh, I carry wasp spray, or we have wasp spray in the classroom, or we have wasp spray in the office. And I always just say, no, don't do it. Okay? Wasp spray is very effective for one thing, killing wasps. It is not effective at stopping a potential attack. Let me share a personal experience story. I was painting the second story of an old Victorian home. My son was 3 at the time, and he was playing in the yard in a big dirt pile. Loved to play in dirt piles. I had some wasps bugging me. I went inside, grabbed some wasp spray, and shot the wasp spray up at the house. And unfortunately, the wind was coming around the corner of the house in that moment. And it caught the wasp spray and whipped it back across me and my son. My son taking pretty much a good showering with this wasp spray. At which point, I am horrified, and I'm picturing my very sensitive son having a very big fit and being in a lot of pain and agony because he was showered with wasp spray, because that's what we're all told, right? Wrong. My 3-year-old said to me, Mommy, stop getting me wet. Wasp spray is good for wasps. It is not good for your personal safety. It's ineffective for that. Pepper spray, you can spray and get away. Wasp spray, I don't want to be in a bad situation and have my attacker say, gee, lady, hey, would you quit getting me wet? That would be really bad, okay? Wasp spray, bad. Pepper spray, good. Let's talk about myth number 2. Okay, myth number 2 when it comes to your personal safety is carry your keys between your finger in the parking lot. Now, on paper, this sounds like a really good idea. Unfortunately, though, it doesn't really work the way that we would like to have it work. Number 1, your keys are serrated. So they are going to, as they slide back between your fingers, most likely you're going to get cut up pretty badly by the keys, especially if you're slamming with some force. The other part of that is if you're striking with force, those keys are actually going to slide back between your fingers and not cause any harm to the person that you're striking, but more likely to cause harm to you. This is bad. We don't want to be hurt when we're trying to get out of a bad situation. And we do want to make sure that we have something that is effective. And let's just face it, let's be honest. How many of us have keys that look like this? What are you going to do with that? I do recommend, however, a striking tool. This is a Kubotan. This is made for that. It's something you hold in your hand. It's got grooves for your fingers so that it doesn't slide, and you can really strike, and it works as a great force multiplier for you to be able to stop a bad situation up close. Great tool for your personal safety, okay? Kubotan, not keys between the fingers. And while we're on the topic of items that people carry on their keychain for their personal safety, if you are carrying something like this around with you, that's also a bad idea. Unfortunately, because this product goes onto your fingers, it qualifies under brass knuckle laws in most states. And while it would be effective on a strike, it's illegal for you to carry. Kubotans are legal in all 50 states in the United States of America. This is illegal, I believe, in every state in the United States of America. So if you're carrying something like this, you are potentially breaking the law, and you could find yourself in a whole lot of trouble, even in a minor traffic stop, if you're carrying that around on your keys. So just a heads up on that. Myth number 3. Ready? Don't look me in the eye. Oh, you see somebody creepy, avoid eye contact, just try and avoid them and get away from them. No, eye contact is actually a very good thing. You do want to look them in the face. You do want them to know that you have seen them, and you know, possibly even just say, hey. It acknowledges that you've seen them. Number 1, you can ID them. Number 2, they don't want to be seen. They just don't want to be seen, and they don't want to be acknowledged. They want to just be creepy and like, you don't see me, I'm not here. So you do want to look them in the face. You do want to make eye contact with somebody who's making your hackles go up, who's making you feel uncomfortable. If the person is doing that, tune into your intuition and trust your intuition. Doesn't mean you're going to pepper spray them. Doesn't mean you're going to do anything like that. It just means, hey, I saw you, I'm paying attention to what you're doing, and I see you. And that's always a very good thing too. So those are the top 3 myths today that I have for you when it comes to the myths that we hear about our personal safety that are really not true. Wasp spray, keys between the fingers, and not looking someone in the eye or trying to ignore the fact that they're there. Those are all 3 bad ideas. So stay tuned for more ideas on products that are effective, that will work, that can truly help to keep you safe and get you out of a bad situation and get you home to your family every night. Stay tuned.